All right, so good evening. Thank you guys for being here. I'm Dr. Will Youngblood. For those of you who don't know me, um, if most of you guys are patients and friends of patients or people that are interested in learning what we do and how it might can help. And what we do is basically called corrective spinal care. And I'm going to go over a little bit about that and how it can help you. Um, we're going to start by talking about health. I mean, that's basically what people are concerned about and why you're here is what's going on with your health. So, before we get into this serious question about what is health, just want to tell everybody that if you audience participation is appreciated. I want you guys to interact with me, and if you laugh at my jokes, this will be much quicker and we'll get out of here much sooner. So, for those of my patients that know me, laughing at all my jokes might be a little difficult. But anyway, we'll go from there. So let's talk about that. Let me ask you, let's just get some input. What do you think, how would you define health? What is health? Feeling good? Yeah. Having energy? Yeah, that's a good part of it. Okay, well that's good. Well, let's delve into that a little bit. So, let's talk about, I'm going to give these two people. These aren't the actual people, but these are true stories. 52-year-old man, jogging in his neighborhood all the time, drops dead of a heart attack while he's driving. And everybody says, what a shame, he was so healthy. Well, obviously he wasn't healthy, or he wouldn't have dropped dead of a heart attack. He might have looked healthy, and he might have felt good. But what I'm trying to get you guys to see is health is much more than just how you feel. It's how you're functioning. And that's something that we can monitor and make sure that you're working as good as possible. There was a supermodel who was doing, this is the only supermodel picture I could find that was family friendly. But anyway, she was doing a photo shoot, and when she was doing all of her poses, she touched her breast inadvertently and felt what she thought was a lump. So that next week she went into the doctor, and it turns out she did have a lump in her breast, and they did further testing, and they found out it was cancerous. So, and then they did a little bit more testing and found out that it had already metastasized to her lungs and her spine. She was dead in like 3 months. Now, that's a tragic story, and that's kind of a tough way to start out the class, but, you know, your health is a matter of life and death, and that's why it's so important. She looked like the picture of health, but she wasn't. And that's the last picture I have is a macaroni and cheese. You know how we like macaroni and cheese down here in the South, but let's just say you cooked the macaroni and cheese for the church picnic, and the person you gave it to, instead of putting it in the refrigerator, just set it out on the table until church was over, and so it got to percolate in the sun for a few hours. So you and I sit down and we eat this prize-winning macaroni and cheese, and let's just say your body's real healthy. So it recognizes the toxins and the poison and the spoiled mayonnaise, and you get tingly and lightheaded and sweaty, and you vomit, diarrhea, you might even pass out. Now, this is your body reacting to that. So is that healthy or not? No? Well, I would submit to you that that is healthy. It doesn't feel good, but your body's doing what it needs to do to work right. So that's a healthy response. Let's just say my body's not working right. I don't realize that it's poison. Well, I'm going to be down at MUSC tonight getting my stomach pumped, trying not to be septic. They're trying to keep me alive. So the fact that you feel bad right now and I don't, that actually means you're healthy, not unhealthy. Let's talk about the cold. What are some ways your body fights a cold? Fever, that's good. Sneezing, coughing, yeah, all those. So what do we do with medication? We take the sniffling, sneezing, coughing, fever, stuffy head medicine. So what is that doing? It's just suppressing these healthy symptoms. That's not a good thing to do, and it's going to take longer to get well. So this is a good place to stop and call a timeout and say what we do, it's not anti-medicine and it's not opposite of medicine. But health has never come from a pill, potion, or lotion. Pills and medicine are good for managing diseases, and we're thankful for that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But health is not going to come from a pill. Health is going to come from you working right, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight, and that's what's going to help you understand what we do. So like we said, there's a big difference between how you're functioning and how you're feeling. Those last two examples, those people were feeling fine, but they weren't functioning right. The analogy of the macaroni and cheese, you were feeling horrible, but you were functioning properly. So that's a distinction I want to make, and make sure you guys are getting this so you can understand how your body works. So let's talk about, why do people go to the doctor? That's right, because they don't feel good or they're sick. They have symptoms. So people go to the doctor when they have that, back to feeling, how they're feeling. They have a symptom. They have a headache. They have a pain. They have a tingle. They have no energy. There's something's going on. So they go, and what do people go? When do they go to the doctor? When everything they've tried with over-the-counter medications hasn't worked, and they expect the doctor to give a more powerful drug or potion to cure the problem. Well, whether it's over the counter or it's a stronger prescription medication, no medicine has ever cured anything. Now, it can regulate numbers and it can help manage things, but it's not going to fix the problem. If you want to heal and you want things to cure, it's up to your body to working from the inside out to heal itself. So let's talk about it. By definition, health is a state of optimal mental, physical, and social well-being, not just the absence of disease or infirmities. You guys getting that from what we've been talking about? Okay, good. And Webster's dictionary actually calls it a condition of wholeness in which all of the organs are functioning 100% all the time. So it has to do with your body and your organs and your systems working right like they were created to, and expressing life at 100%. So let's talk about our approach to health and healing. There's a couple just general principles. First of all, the body is a self-healing organism, and it's organized and run and controlled by an innate intelligence in your body that knows what to do, how to function, exactly what you need, and how to heal itself. So, and we're going to talk a little bit more about innate intelligence. And your natural normal state is a state of health. It's a state of ease. It's a state of tone. It's not a state of dis-ease, which leads to disease. And if the brainstem, the brain and spinal cord, and the base of the brain is a brainstem, if all that is working at 100% and not interfered with, and can send messages from the brain to your body and tell your body how to work, and your body can send messages back to your brain to let you know what's going on, then you can function at 100%. And that's why, if you've ever heard of chiropractic helping with something besides neck pain or back pain, that's why.